Hey guys, it's me Sujay over here. Welcome back to another video. On this video, I'm going to be talking about Bangkok was burning hot, right? I just came back from my 2 weeks Thailand trip. I was in Bangkok only. So, I'm just going to be sharing my personal experience about the extreme heat which I faced in Bangkok and how I became critically very ill for the last few days of my stay in Bangkok, Thailand. Firstly, if you're new to my channel, the name of my channel is called as Sujoy in Vietnam. I've been living over here in Vietnam for over 7 years. I was an English teacher before for over 3.5 years, I think 4 years here in Vietnam. Then I started my online digital marketing business, and I'm also a full-time YouTuber. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. So I know that a lot of you guys watch my content, but you're not actually subscribing to my channel. So do me a favor. It just takes less than 15 seconds of your time. So just click on the subscribe button and help me support my work. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about my personal experience of the extreme Bangkok heat. Because and my takeaways, what I really feel, why it became so hot, why Bangkok became so hot this time of the year. So let me just have a bit of my coffee. Yeah, if you saw my last video, I told you that I'm still recovering from my cough. So yeah, I'm kind of like 98% okay right now. But yeah, I mean, I just want to talk about my personal experience of the heat in Bangkok. I mean, I'm not new to Bangkok. I've been coming to Thailand on and off for over 5 years now, and I mean predominantly I always stay in Bangkok, and I know the fact that Bangkok gets very humid, and if you like walk like 5 minutes, you start sweating around. But this time it was completely very different, and I could really feel it. I mean, I just was like my routine when I was there is like I would go to 7-Eleven. I would just grab some cool drinks, like those vitamin C drinks, or just grab some Pocari Sweet and just stack up my hotels with those those 1 liter waters, which I think you get for 14 or 15 baht. But yeah, I mean, I was just, I was just keeping on hydrating myself. I was spending most of my time going to the coffee shops in Bangkok. I mean, even like, because a lot of people in Thailand, they love to go to Starbucks. So, I would just go to Starbucks and just grab the cheapest Americano, or maybe just confine myself in the mall because it was like so hot. I could feel like a strong way. It's like a blanket of heat. Just hitting blasting my face, and like what I really experienced is that I did not feel any wind. I mean, I couldn't feel any wind, not even a single breeze of wind. That would be a big blessing, but it was just like simply, just carrying ball of water, hydrating myself. I heard the news somewhere that, like 30 people, I think 30 or 35 people in Thailand, they lost their lives due to heat stroke. And it's real. You never know. I mean, especially if you're going to the parks in Bangkok, just make sure that you wear your protective gear. You wear a hat. Get your get your sunscreen lotions. I would recommend using SPF 50. If you got that banana boat sunscreen lotion or whatever, just get SPF 50 for the climate like Bangkok, because that will do you justice. And just keep a liter of water with you. So always stay hydrated. If you're going to the park, stay in the shade. I mean, you don't need to go out and walk around the sun and everything because it gets kind of very hot. Where also, I mean, I also felt, where, I remember, like walking up the metros, the BTSs in Bangkok, and I would just wait for the train to come, the metro to come, and boy, oh boy, I would like start sweating a lot, just, whipping my t-shirt, to get some wind. Yeah, because once you're inside the metro, the BTS in Bangkok, it's all, you got the aircon and everything. But the thing is, like, climbing up the stairs, going to the BTS, standing outside, waiting for the train to come. Yeah, so that kind of gets a bit, and like I stayed in a couple of hotels in Bangkok, and I just, I thought that maybe just keep the window open, even like around 6 in the evening, or 5 in the evening. Just keep the afternoon, no ways. It's so hot, but like I would just like try to keep the door windows open around 5:30 or 6 in the evening, and it would really get hot inside my room, and I had no options. Just shut it, close the aircon. I mean, start the aircon. And just like I even tried the experiment of acclimatizing myself. I read this somewhere, and I tried this experiment, but I think you should try to do that, because when you put your aircon on, like a lot of people, they put like 20 degrees or 23, or I don't know if some people put 18 degrees. But if you really, I mean, there's a hack for this. If you really want to get adjusted with the Thailand temperature, and if you're coming from the West, or if you're coming from Europe, because I know how the winters are. I've stayed in Europe for many years of my life, so um, the best solution would be, like just to keep the temperature of your aircon around 27 degrees. Keep it for a few nights. I know the first 3 nights is going to be very difficult for you to adjust, but your body is going to be acclimatizing to the Thailand temperature. And then, of course, after a few days, after 3, 4 days, you feel kind of normal when you keep that temperature going on. So the plus point is, when you're stepping outside your home, your apartment, or your hotel, and when you're walking around in Thailand, like even Pattaya or Bangkok, wherever it is, you will not feel that kind of heat. Your body would get adjusted to that, and that's the reason why many Thai people, I haven't seen them sweating a lot. Like for me, I felt like I was dying in Bangkok, because it was like so excruciatingly hot. But the reason why many Thai people, they don't sweat a lot, and I never saw them sweating a lot or something, or their t-shirts getting wet. In fact, it's the opposite. I felt that they felt quite fresh, is that I think they're kind of adjusted to this, because all day, so many all day now. I mean, all 365 days, the year. Whereas we tourists, we just like we come, or like sometimes we go back to our home countries, and maybe the temperature is very different. Maybe facing like winter times, or maybe like going to, if you're going back to Europe for winter. I know temperature is around like -10, -15, or maybe it can even be -20. And then coming back to Thailand, yeah, that's going to be a different game changer altogether. So yeah, you can try that. I even tried that. But yeah, I mean, this time was very hot. A couple of my reasons, which I would like to think, is I think it's due to the amount of air pollution in Bangkok. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the city, but I think the air pollution has really gone up in Bangkok, and that could be also one factor why I became a bit sick. Because it's kind of difficult breathing clean air in Bangkok, and I just kind of found it very dusty. Walking around, seeing all the buildings and everything, like the local buildings, and they're kind of dirty and dusty, and I think maybe it's due to the heat and everything. And of course, the big factor would be the El Nino effect, which I heard that which has hit Southeast Asia in a very big way. I mean, especially regions like Thailand and even in Vietnam. But I'm here in Vietnam. It's Definitely, I find it to be pleasant over here. Because I'm out here in the countryside, which is like 45 minutes drive to Ho Chi Minh City. Kind of pleasant, but I do feel the wind and everything, but nothing compared to in Bangkok. Bangkok was excruciatingly very hot. Keep yourself hydrated. Try to limit yourself, not going out too much during the afternoon times. Stay indoors, go to the malls, hang out in the coffee shops. Take your laptop with you. Just be careful of not catching a heat stroke. I mean, because the last thing you want is falling somewhere out in the parks or on the streets and getting burned, getting cooked alive or whatever. Yeah, and just stack up your hotel, your apartment with a lot of water. Go to 7-Eleven. It's not very expensive. You can buy it for as low as 15, 14 baht for a liter of water. Get all the Red Bulls, especially get all the vitamin C's, drinks, get the Pocari sweets and everything. Just keep yourself hydrated. Like I would say, like 85, 85% of your time, just keep on hydrating yourself. Have a lot of fresh juice. Go out, buy a lot of, just have a bit of fresh watermelon juice or orange juice, like vitamin C, because that you find a lot in Bangkok. Like you walk around, you'll find a lot of street vendors. They're selling a lot of fresh juice, and also minimize the meat. Don't have a lot of red meat, because if you're intaking a lot of protein, especially in a country like Thailand, your body would start to sweat. So minimize the protein intake. Just have a balanced diet. Just also have like vegetables and everything. And just carry the sunscreen lotion. The SPF 50. So that would be a good option. Just to keep yourself going in Thailand, especially this time of the year, which is so hot, especially in Bangkok. Yeah, I would like to see, more parks coming up in Bangkok, because, there needs to be more greenery out in Bangkok, which I felt was kind of lacking compared to in Vietnam here in Ho Chi Minh City, because you see a lot of parks around here wherever you're walking around. So I would like to see more greenery, like Singapore. More greenery, and less of because all these buildings, so many buildings in Bangkok and everything. Because these are made of concrete, asphalt, and they really burn up. And they kind of increase the temperature of the city. And I don't know how it's going to be next year, but this year was like really hot, and God forbid if next year, if it's going to be a bit more worse. And yeah, it kind of affects, like as a tourist, as a solo traveler, it was kind of limiting my movements to walk around in Bangkok City. I was not able to walk much, so I was always confined in the mall or sitting in a coffee shop, just to cool myself off. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, just this is my personal experience. Share me your thoughts, of how you're finding the heat, the weather in Bangkok. I mean, it says it's. I was like checking the temperature; it was like 40 degrees and everything during my time, but trust me, it felt like 45 degrees or even higher, and the humidity level was like altogether next level. So yeah, so if you found this video to be informative, make sure to like my video. And also, if you like my content, you can buy me a coffee. The link is down in the description below. And if you're traveling around in Southeast Asia and you want to start a successful online business, and you want to start a passive income online business and live kind of stress free, you can check out the link down in the description below. So you can check out some income stream programs, which would be beneficial for you. So with that being said, you guys have a great day. This was me, Sue Joy. Peace out.